Then he's on the corner. And oh my goodness, Spoo with the clutch play. That's a victory royale for Marietta. Anymore though, but does finish him off. Gets 2, gets 3. What a hit that hits him 65%. And does it go in? It goes in! It goes in!
The widescreen fight. 4v2, 4v1, 4v none!
All right, there we go. I don't know why it was set to the other setting, but here we go. Welcome. Good afternoon, Pine Nation. I hope you're doing well today. My name is Matt Williamson. You're watching Marietta College Esports. So our Fortnite team has returned. This time they'll be participating in the NACE Starleague 0 build split. So all the matches you've seen in the past couple weeks have been the traditional build, but now building is no longer an option here. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Pioneers handle that. It's also going to be interesting because some of the latest patch with the Hades mechanics with the God Hands and the Lightning Javelins and all that, we're going to see that in our matches here as well. So we do have the lobby code. We'll be starting in just a few minutes. So I'm going to go to the roster here so we can go over who's going to be playing. Now, only Team Navy is going to be playing today. Team White is unavailable, so we will see Spencer Showalter Static playing and freshman Colton Wetzel Racers playing, and we have our coaches, head coach Derek Games and our Fortnite coach Jacob Houghton. But just so everyone's clear that it's only going to be Team Navy playing today, which will at least make watching the stream a little bit simpler since we'll only see the perspective of one team. But let me go over a couple of quick announcements while we're waiting for the game to start up. So first of all, I do want to give a shout out to HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor of Marietta College Esports. They have provided our facility with keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads, microphones. We can't thank HyperX enough for their support. So if you want to check out some HyperX gear, please be sure to go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen. We also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they have their game nights at their restaurant on Front Street in Marietta. You can get a good deal on pizza or calzones or sandwiches and drinks. And you can play some Nintendo Switch games like some Super Smash Brothers or some Mario Party as well. So definitely go check them out. Of course, we are always recruiting for our esports program. We have our varsity titles in Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Super Smash Brothers, and Valorant. We have our facility here on campus. We have several coaches for our titles. And of course, we're always looking for more volunteer coaches to help with our students. We do try to make sure our students are doing well academically, physically, and mentally, and scholarships are available for incoming students. So for more information, go to our Linktree, linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. Speaking of tryouts, we do have tryouts going on. In fact, we do have some online tryouts going on today, but we will still have some online tryouts in April and May as well. So if you forgot that we had tryouts, that's okay. So if you're a high school senior or a college transfer, you can fill out our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/mcrecruit. You can schedule the tryouts at bit.ly/mcesport tryout, and then join the Discord server at bit.ly/PioDiscord. The QR codes are up on your screen. In fact, I'm going to leave this up for just a second because I need to check one thing in one of our players' computers real quick, so I'm going to be back in just a second. All right, thank you guys for being patient with me. I just want to make sure that everything looked good before we got into our match here, which should be in about 5 minutes. I'm double checking. They have not received the 5-minute warning, but yeah, it should be pretty soon. So I'm going to go over a couple of announcements while we are waiting for that, since I got 5 minutes. Of course, we would love to talk, speaking of recruiting, we would love to talk to more schools about our esports program. So we wanted to make sure that our head coach's contact information is available, because what we have done, at least for a couple schools, is to do a virtual meeting where we can meet with the coach or the students, or even the entire esports program, either through Discord or Teams or Zoom or Google Meet. So we wanted to make sure that we provide those means. So you can contact your head coach, Derek Games. His email, drg001@marietta.edu, or at GamesGrump on X, formerly known as Twitter, or GamesGrump on Discord. But we would love to share information about Marietta College and our program. Now, we do have a couple of opportunities for ways to help support our program. So this Wednesday, and I don't have the image up here yet. This is what happens when I have multiple scene collections. So give me a second as I get the image up. I want that, and I want that. And make sure that it defaults to feed. Now let's try it. That's okay. We're going to do it this way. But all right. So this Wednesday, March 27th, is our next Dine to Donate fundraising opportunity. This time we are teaming up with Texas Roadhouse in Parkersburg, West Virginia. So if you are in the area and you would like to help support our esports program, you can definitely go there this Wednesday. You have to make sure that you download the flyer that's at the QR code you see on your screen, bit.ly/3VCHKUN. So if you download it and print it, and then go to Texas Roadhouse in Parkersburg between 4 to 8 p.m. this Wednesday, 10% of your food purchase will go directly to the esports program. And as you know, Texas Roadhouse has some amazing food. They have great steaks. They have ribs. I love their ribs. It is just so tender, so good. And of course, their rolls with the garlic butter is amazing. But if you're in the Parkersburg area, you got to eat, right? So go over there on Wednesday to get some food, present the flyer, and help support the esports program at no additional cost to you. Speaking of ways to support the esports program at no additional cost to you, thank you all for subscribing to our channel. Now, if you're not able to pay for the subscription, we have Prime Gaming, which is a way to support us at no additional cost to you. All you have to do is take your Twitch account. So you got to first create a Twitch account if you don't have one, and then connect it to your Amazon Prime account if you have Amazon Prime, and that gives you Prime Gaming. And that gives you all sorts of perks, such as free cosmetic items for certain games, or you can get free games depending on the game itself, or you get a free sub that you can use every month for any channel of your choice, including ours. All you have to do is just go to our Twitch channel, which you guys are at right now because you're watching this live. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, then go to twitch.tv/Marietta Esports, as you see. And under the subscribe button, there's a little checkbox that says use my Prime Gaming subs. You just got to check that box, and then you get all the benefits of subscribing to our channel, including all these lovely emotes you see on your screen, except the ones with our faces. That requires a tier 2 or tier 3 sub. And we get the benefits of the subscription. We get the revenue from that, but at no additional cost to you at all. You don't pay extra for it. It just comes with your Prime, Amazon Prime package and all the benefits with it. The only thing with it is you have to remember to manually renew the subscription. It does not automatically renew like a normal Twitch subscription. So you might need to set a little reminder to, after 30 days, renew your subscription to help support our program. And this is one of our main sources of revenue to provide opportunities for students. So just to let you know where some of your gifts and funds have gone towards. We were able to use it to take our Rainbow Six team to Kentucky for an invitational tournament. We've used it to purchase additional Switches for our Smash Brothers team. We're going to be using it to provide an award ceremony for our students later on this semester. We've used it to purchase additional computers for our program. So, I mean, your gifts, your subscriptions, they do go a long way to help supporting our program. So thank you so much for that. All right, we should be starting up any second now. I'm just waiting for the OKs. And it looks like I'm looking at the Discord chat right now. This is a perfect time to subscribe to our channel while we're waiting. And it looks like we are going to be starting up here. So I better get things set up. So it should be this button right here. Here we go. So as a reminder, only Team Navy is going to be playing today. So we're going to be watching Erasers and Static. So we won't have to worry about flip-flopping between the different players. And the way this works is they'll be playing 4 different games on duos. They collect points for eliminations, 1 point for each elimination, and they also get points for placement. If they can finish in the top 17 in a game, they do get some amount of points. But of course, you want to place higher so you can get more placement points. So it becomes an interesting strategy. Do you prioritize eliminations, or do you prioritize the placements? All right, we're gonna see Racer's getting his settings set up here to make sure resolution is good. And it looks like it's mostly good. We might be a little bit of clipping there. I don't know if we can do anything with that. Let me take a look here. Yeah, that might be about the best we can do. We might have to adjust just a little bit when we go between the games, but alright, they are going to be flying down. Now, I'll say I don't know a whole lot about Fortnite myself, so I don't know all of the placements. Alright, we'll make sure audio is being captured by both sides. Here we go. And just going to make sure. There we go. Alright. Just doing some final tweaks here to make sure everything is working properly, but looks like the team is going to be heading towards the big cruise ship. And I think this is where they were starting in the traditional build as well. We might need to adjust some audio here as well to make sure nothing's too loud. They're going to try to collect as much ammo and gold as possible. Also trying to get their shields up. As a reminder, it is 0 build, so that means they're not going to be able to collect any materials. But that does mean they're going to need other important items. They're going to need mobility. I think I talked with the team before. Usually in 0 build, you want to have 2 weapons, you want to have 2 healing items, and a mobility item. So we already see that they got a couple of med kits. We do see they got a slurp pack. We do see that Erasers has one of the shockwave grenades to get out of a bad situation. They're going to try to get some shields up. And they got the little speed boost as well. And it looks like they are in the safe zone for this first storm, which is great, so they don't have to go anywhere. They can farm as much as they can. We do see the lightning ball. As I said, the Hades mechanics are going to be in this game, so we're going to see how that plays a role. I don't know too much about the mechanics themselves, other than it's great when you have it, and it's awful when you don't. Seem collecting more things, more shockwave grenades. Collecting more med kits. They're just trying to collect as many chests as possible. Right now, Erasers doesn't really have any great weapons. I'm going to swap out the slurps, making sure they got full shields, so using those slurps there. So full health, full shields, and they might be detecting some running. I don't know if there's someone else in the area. Yeah, I think they're not alone at this point. Yeah, they're just going to leave out of there because they know they're not alone, so they don't want to risk it, which I totally understand. Still about 66 participants in the game. I don't remember how many there were from the beginning. And getting a little bit of a lag. Okay, I got a little bit of a lag spike, but I think we're okay. For a second there, I was afraid that the OBS was going to crash on me. And Erasers takes a headshot. Trying to figure out where that came from. But already gets eliminated. That was completely unexpected. So now it's going to be up to Erasers to grab his reboot card, but it's going to be a little tricky, especially if there's a sniper just pointing right at it. And I don't think they know where that came from. And he's just going to wait to see if whoever was there leaves. And then maybe look to come back when there's a better opportunity to grab that reboot card. He has to play very cautious to play him. If he takes a headshot like that, then he's going to be instantly eliminated. Still plenty of time on the reboot card. It has about 200 seconds before it expires. And of course, the challenge here is with no building, there's not going to be an opportunity to build for safety. And I don't know if there's any portable builds in this patch. So Static is going to be looking very carefully to see if there's anyone nearby. I'm going to try to take the long way around to see if he can get the reboot card. Still got less than 160 seconds to grab it. This may be a case where being in a safe area is not ideal because people can still be contesting around there. Now he's going to start working his way around, hoping that the coast is clear. And he sees there is a reboot van there as well. I don't know if there's any movement over there. Storm is going to start shrinking, but once again, they're perfectly safe. But now it's a matter of can he get that reboot card? There's about 100 seconds remaining to grab it. And he's falling back. He might have spawned something he doesn't like. I don't know. I mean, he's running out of time. He's going to have to work his way around soon. And there's gunshots from the other direction. He might not be safe there for long. He's got about 55 seconds. He's going to have to make a break for it at some point if he wants to get Erasers back in this game. He doesn't have really a lot of natural cover either. He's going to start making a break for it. Slides down, trying to use a bunch of movement to make it difficult to get the headshot. He does get the reboot card. Now he's just going to try to get to safety, but it's going to be a matter of playing it super safe while trying to find an opportunity to resurrect the Racers. I mean, there's a reboot van not too far, but is there anyone else over there? new circle has been set, and there's still going to be a safe zone. This is actually not good for the team, because that means more people are going to be concentrating in the same area. Looks like about 44 participants remain in this game. I'm not too sure what the plan's going to be, if they're going to try to find... I know what they've done in the past is look for a reboot van that's outside of the safe area. So I think that's what the plan is, because they know that people are less likely to be over there. Is he going to go for the zip line on the boats? There is movement up top. So he's gonna have to try to just fly out of there. And actually he's gonna fly back towards that first reboot van, hoping that no one is nearby. It is on higher ground, so it might be harder for anyone to spot him. But once again, he doesn't really have a big safe spot, but he's going to go for it. And he does get the rogue off. And shots are already fired, though. The Racers needs to find some cover. They're immediately trying to grab a couple of items and use those flashes to get his shield back up. So Erasers is back in the game, but it doesn't have a whole lot of items. But might be able to just claim a couple of things from some other fights. Looks like we're now down to about 33 or 36. I can't tell, the numbers are a little small for me. I'm gonna get healed back up. And they're gonna book it out of there. It looks like there are about 36 or so, 38, I'm sorry, 38 participants remaining. They're still in a pretty safe spot, but now they just gotta hide and stay alive. They don't need to really engage, they don't need to go for any eliminations. And it sounds like someone's driving by. But they are going to be playing the waiting game. And so will we. Just kind of waiting very patiently. And the storm will be closing in once again. Though it seems kind of boring right now, but this is how you get higher placements. You just need to hide, not worry about engaging, especially when you have a disadvantage on items. They're still waiting. Sounds like something's going on nearby them. Alright, the next circle has been set, and they're still in the safe zone, which is both good and bad, because they're right in the middle of things. And Eraser's going to get me in trouble with Twitch. There's about 32 participants remaining. So if the math's correct, I mean, it's already looking like top 16, top 17. So the team should be guaranteed some placement points. So the storm's going to start moving in, and they must have. I don't know. Have they always added the countdown noise or the countdown sound right beforehand? I just don't remember that before. Either way, they're just going to be chilling here, letting everyone else take each other out, and then they'll go for some kills themselves. The storm will start closing in. Although one of the things that might be a challenge for the teams, I remember in the last split, there was a no activity mechanic where if the team doesn't start dealing damage, or I guess it comes down to if there's a lot of people alive, the teams that were doing the less damage were going to start just taking auto damage from the storm. So that might be an issue the team encounters, since they are just kind of trying to be as patient as possible. And we're going to see Eraser's going to start making a break for it, knowing they need to get to the next zone in less than a minute. And they do hear a car. I'm going to try and not get spotted. There's actually quite a few cars. And that's one of the other core mechanics with no build, is since you don't have building materials, you can use the car as an additional layer of protection. So we are seeing quite a few teams using cars as kind of like that extra shield. And caution pings are going out. We're now at about 29 players remaining. We're getting a little bit of a blip, but I think we're okay. Just going to make sure that my computer is okay. Yeah, definitely good there. But now there's a lot of running and shooting near where they're at. I think they're directly above them, actually. Oh, one was spotted by the window. They're already getting into a fight with Peter Griffin. And the chicken. Oh, no, sorry, it's another Peter Griffin. And Erasers will get an elimination. Actually gets 2 eliminations. Stacks are going to try to heal back up, and everyone's get their shields up, but a great kill there, taking down Peter Griffin. I saw the yellow suit. I thought that was the chicken as well, but no, it's just the dressed up Peter Griffin. So we've got 22 participants remain in this first game. Marietta now has 2 kills. And they are going to start moving. Erasers is already trying to get into position. Does spot someone by that portable build. Going to throw out a grenade and launches them off the area. And will throw out a portable build himself. So that was a great play there to get him out in the open. I mean, so not only can those shockwave grenades be used for yourself, but using them to knock away other players. Great play, but now Eraser's taking a bunch of hits. Throws a portable build. But now we see those cars driving around as some additional shield. I think Static is in a bit of a fight himself. He's going to go into the storm to move around from behind. He's got to make sure he doesn't get run over either. Takes a hit right in front of him. And he gets knocked down. And I don't think there's much Static can do at this point because he's stuck in the storm. And he will be taken down. 17 participants remain. So now it's up to Erasers. Don't think there's going to be any way to get Static's reboot card. And he's trying to get ready to move. Yeah, there's just not much Static can do at this point other than watch. Now down to 15 participants remaining. Possibly looking at a top 10 finish. Racers opens the wall, trying to see if he spots anyone there. But now he's got to start moving, collect as much ammo as he can, and then tries to get back to safety. Does see, not trying to find a way to get some shields back up. Hopefully it doesn't attract too much attention. And he's going to launch himself away into the safe zone. Throws out a portable build, but needs to get inside. Now he's safe. I'm not sure how many of those he has left. He's going to start seeing vehicles driving around. Now 12 participants remain. Storm's going to be moving once again. He's got 1 shockwave grenade left, so he's going to have to use it to make this last play. Then it's going to be his final stand. He's waiting for that opportunity to launch himself away. At this point, the storm is going to hit really hard. Everyone's starting to move. Racers gets a hit, but not a knock. Now down to 9 participants remaining. He's going to be looking for the opportunity to bounce away. Gets into the fight, and he does get an elimination. So he's going to launch himself to that build. 7 participants remain in this game. He gets another elimination. So there's 5 left. Takes a big hit. But he gets eliminated, but finishes 3rd for the team. So 4 kills, finishing 3rd is a great start for the first game here. But yeah, that was, I mean, that's the thing about Fortnite is for the first like 3/4, it seems like they're doing absolutely nothing. But if you survive to the end, it gets very chaotic. And Eraser's there getting a couple eliminations there and hanging on to secure a 3rd place finish in that first game is a very strong showing. Because like I said before, I mean, this is about qualifying for the championship, which will be on April 20th. So if they actually finish in the top 4 in this open, then they automatically qualify. So a great first start for the Pioneers. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break as we wait for the next lobby code. And when we have that game up, we will come back to you. So don't go away. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. We're being told that the next game is launching, so we're going to go ahead and get into this game, waiting for it to start up. So as we see, Pioneers did pretty well in the first game with 4 eliminations and finishing 3rd in the lobby, which is going to be great for that placement points that they're going to need if they want to qualify for the championship on April 20th. For everyone to get into the game. It looks like we are getting started. Only 67 are in here, so interesting that there's a team that only has 1 person. They are going to be starting over by the yacht once again. And Static goes down. There's the Racers. Start heading over there. I don't know if they're going to be alone this time. I do see a couple of other parachutes near them, so there might be an early fight. Okay, we see Erasers over there on Static screen. I think it's just going to be them over by the yacht. Really trying to find some weapons, some items, get some med kits, get slurps, ammo, you name it, they're going for it. We're gonna see that first storm. They're in a good spot. Although this looks like we see a little bit of the circle on Eraser's map, so it's very likely that the second storm is not going to be a good spot for them, but that's okay. We still have plenty of time. And they do spot someone. Erasers deal some damage. So they are not alone here, trying to get the shield up. The Erasers trying to take him out. Breaks the shield. Gets a knock. He's got to dodge some hits himself. And Static's trying to finish off the second player. And Erasers will get the elimination. And Static trying to finish off the other guy. Gets a couple of hits off their shield. And that's a pretty good weapon just to be able to do that infrared scan. Just trying to pre-fire to see if they come out there. Spots him. Not able to get the hit he wants. Trying to anticipate the shot. Gets one hit. Yeah, so close trying to get that second guy out. Doesn't see him anymore. Meanwhile, Erasers is using this opportunity to get some stuff, but he's got his own little infrared scanner. So 61 participants remain. Marietta already has 1 elimination. collecting as much stuff as he can. Static, meanwhile, is just going to be checking to see if anyone's near the beach. Doesn't spot anyone. So they're just going to get more stuff because they can. One team already tried to invade in their territory and it said, no, this is our territory. Static does spot one by the beach. And the Racers also has the infrared, trying to see if he gets the shot. And it doesn't look like anything connects. And the next circle has been set, but they are still safe where they're at, so they can continue to farm. Although I think a Racers was shot on, didn't take a hit, but it seemed like they were under attack. There's some shots fired. And now they're just gonna be waiting very patiently. No need to go anywhere just yet. Storm's gonna start closing in. But they know there's at least a few people by that beach. We're just gonna check if anybody's nearby. Static's checking as well. I had something here that I want to try to set up. I'm going to do it while they're playing here. So you guys are going to see me do some OBS stuff live. Because I just realized that I had some stuff from before. Looks like they're still going to be safe for now. Not a whole lot of action. They're still just kind of waiting around. So now they're going to have to start moving because the next storm is going to be on top of them. So they're going to start heading towards the shore here. They're trying to get into the safe area, which they're going to be able to, jumping around. Alright, let's see how that looks. There we go. That should look a little bit better. Just to improve the appearance of the cameras. We had this set up for our other overlay, but now we got it set up for this one. Meanwhile, while I've been getting all that set up, team's just been kind of hanging out in this very destitute area. We got about 32 participants remaining, but now they're in the storm, so they're gonna have to move out, but they're fine. And the next area, they're just right next to the safe zone, so that's a pretty good spot for the team. But shots are fired. They've been spotted. Static is going to try to dash away. This is 2 of his dashes. Now he's got 1 left. So the storm is going to close in, but they're in a pretty safe spot. But they do hear a car nearby. And they're trying to shoot people from above. And Static gets 1 knock. Trying to go for the elimination. Tries to shoot the wall in the air. And does get the elimination for the Pioneers. But Static is now taking a bunch of damage himself. And he's going to have to run around. Has the shotgun grenade. Trying to leap up, but it doesn't work. Tries to use another one to get some air, but it's just not getting at the top side. And the storm's going to start closing in. Racers does spot 1. Lands a couple hits. Trying to use those grenades to leap away. So far, 25 participants remain. Pioneers got two eliminations, 1 each. There's some gunfire near them. They do spot a car. The Racers gets some hits, takes out the shield, gets a knock. Is looking to finish off the player. Deals some heavy damage and does get the elimination. But now they gotta be careful. They're taking a lot of damage and they're about to lose their car. And Static gets knocked down from the car explosion. And I don't think he's going to survive this. So the Racers is going to have to get away. Yeah, so that's just where the car did not work according to plan. Where that explosion did take down a Static. And the Racers is out of shotgun grenades. He does have his dashes back by being in the underworld. It looks like he has some portable builds, I think. Just tries to leap up and is able to get out of the water. Try to see if there's anyone near him. 17 participants remain. So he's just going to hang out in the vehicle. Interesting choice. So he's not going to use it to drive. He's going to use it as cover. Although he's getting shot at. So I think he's been spotted. And he's got to bail out. Trying to hide behind the rocks. And try to dash through to use that ground as natural coverage. does spot someone to his immediate left. Pops the porta build. Seems like they're getting a little bit of lag from Eraser's side, so actually Stag's side might be more accurate. Eraser's taking some immediate damage, loses his entire shield. It has to heal back up. 14 participants remain. Here's a couple of hits. Now the storm's going to start moving again. But he doesn't really have a whole lot left. He's got about half a shield. Throws out a dome. Throws out another dome. Uses the porta build to get some safety. Throws out his last porta build. He tried to go for the kill there, but doesn't get it, so he knows someone's behind. But there are 9 participants remaining in this lobby. He's still looking for an opportunity for a pick. Everyone is above him. Sees more eliminations. There are 6 remaining in this lobby. He's got almost full shield. And he takes some damage from behind, and he gets dropped without being able to get his health back up. Finishes 4th overall. But that is still a very good showing overall. But yeah, just the cliffside battles or using the vehicle's coverage did not work in their favor, losing stack in the process. And Eraser's trying to be as patient as possible to find ways to rebuild his shield before trying to gauge fights. But still, finishing 4th overall is great for the Pioneers. So we're going to take another break, and we should be in Game 3 very soon. So don't go away. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. We are getting things set up for Game 3, so let's go ahead and get into the game. Although it looks like Static is not back yet, so that could be a challenge when you're there by yourself. I think he was in the restroom, so hopefully he'll be joining real soon. Otherwise, this can get very interesting very early on. Might have to try to make sure he's good when he comes back. We're gonna have to wait for Stat to come back here. So at least try to get it into spot. Hopefully Stat is feeling better soon. Trying to get everyone at least in the same area. Racers will use the zip line to get into place. Now racers can start farming. I might just try to make sure Static knows that he's up, so give me 1 second, folks. Alright, he's back. We're good, everyone. It was a little scary at first, but all is right in the world. Now they'll be able to start farming. Continue to farm materials, weapons, and you already see a couple portables and shockwave grenades from erasers. Even a couple portables from Static, which is going to be useful in the end game. Gathering some gold as well. And Erasers is under attack. Has to use a shockwave grenade to get out of there. Static is going to try to help intercept, but they are not alone. And Erasers is going to use this opportunity to get out of there. Takes a couple of shield hits while he was flying over. Gonna be looking for the opportunity to re-engage. Meanwhile, Static has his shotgun ready to go. And just as a note for everyone, we are on a 3-minute stream delay. That way there isn't going to be any spawn peeking or knowing where our players are at, or stream sniping, I should say. See a couple shots coming from up on that rock. It does see one flying over. I actually see them both flying over. You may just let them go. And they're gonna, yeah, Race is gonna use this opportunity to get back to the boat to farm anything else he can. Already only 55 participants remain in this third game. Grab another chest. Grab some more ammo. And there's not a whole lot going on. Continuing to farm. They're in a pretty safe spot for the storm. We're just waiting for the storm to close in. We're just kind of talking things over and chilling right now because there really isn't a need to go out and engage. 47 participants remain in this particular game, but they may start venturing out. They're still waiting because they don't need to move yet, but it does look like they'll have to move a little bit for the next storm. But there's no need to go just yet because the safe zone is right next to where they're at. Meanwhile, they're just waiting for other opponents to be taken out so they can get more higher on the placement. But now the storm will start moving in. A little bit of a spike there, but I think we're okay. They're going to start heading over towards the safe area. Interesting they chose the swim over instead of gliding down or sliding down. Looks like we're getting some issues on statics and not sure what's going on there. But, okay, looks like we're back. Like 43 participants remaining. But they're just gonna hang out right here. No, they're gonna leave now to make sure they're safe in the next area. I think they see something. They're just gonna try to get out of there. Oh, that just appeared. Okay. Is that like Olympus or something? I don't know. Just grab a few more items. What's interesting, like Static is not necessarily in the best position. He's got one green weapon and a couple of grays. He's going to need some better weapons if he's going to have a chance in some of these fights. Looks like they're just going to hang out in the building right there because they don't need to go anywhere else. But here's the part where things just a little boring, but that's okay. Because that's part of how this game works. We just need to stay alive. There are 35 participants remaining. So in theory, that should put the team in about top 17, top 18. Alright, looks like next storm is going to be right next to where they're at. Again, they don't need to move just yet. Your car drive by, but no need to engage. Storm is going to start shrinking. They will have to move at some point, and they know they're not alone in this building. We're getting some lag from Racer's end, but it needs to be good now. They're going to go out the window. There goes a motorbike. Looks like it's being shot at. Someone may be coming by. But now the storm's on the other side of the map. They're going to have to start heading towards there in about 50 seconds. And they're talking over how they're going to do this, because there's still 30 participants remaining. We're going to head over. And they do use that portal. But where are they going to go? They're being shot at. The Stag takes a hit. But fortunately, he does have that little replenishable shield, but he's going to start losing it. Down to 1. It should start recharging. So he takes some hits, but he's fine. But who's to say that others may be chasing him down? Gets full shield back. Racers is going to use one of the porta builds for cover. I'm trying to make sure Static arrives safely. If anyone chases behind him, that he can try to take him out. Still no eliminations at this point. There is 29 remaining, so that should put him on top 15. Although Razor's trying to take down the one that's flying, not getting any hits though, which is unfortunate. And look where the next safe zone is. Now they're going to have to head over where they know there's at least one person over there. Tries to use the tree as natural cover. Green, but it didn't work as intended. Racer's trying to get away. Static will use his grenade to try to get the safety. He jumps into the window, and they are now safe. Well, for now, at least. 22 participants remain. Still no eliminations, but that's okay. They're trying to just survive. The storm will start moving. They'll have to readjust a little bit. So they're going to wait for an opportunity. The racer is going to lead out. Knowing there are shots fired in front of them. And they pop the dump the last second. Although Racers gets a knock, Static loses his shield. So he's going to fall back and replenish it. And the Racers will get credit for the kill. And Static is still under fire. Trying to find an opportunity to get his shield up. Using his last shield. Does not have a whole lot left. And that shockwave grenade was not necessarily the best option for Static. Trying to get in the underneath. And he does get around. But that was very scary for him. He has no healing. He's only got a 35 shield and 9 health. And the storm is coming. He's stuck. And he's going to get knocked down. Although it looks like just in time will get revived. And ironically, he ends up with more health than he had beforehand. I guess that's one way to heal. Now they're trying to take out this team that's underneath the dome. But Erasers takes a big hit. Now he's got to use his slurps to get his shield back up. 13 participants remain. Racers is going to try to make a break for it. Static falling behind. Racers goes for a shot, gets a knock. Gets a medallion for some reason, not sure what that does. But fires some shots. Tries to replenish everyone's shield a bit. Grabs a shockwave grenade. Getting shot at from behind. So 11 participants remain. Both players are up. I'm guessing the knock that Racers had did get revived. Gonna throw out a shockwave grenade to get out of there. He's going to use the storm a little bit for some coverage. Trying to get his shield up. Loses his shield. Shockwave grenade has to launch himself away. But he's in a really bad spot. Gets knocked while in the air. And I don't see how he's going to get revived. Static's trying to hang on as much as he can. Erasers is out. And we're seeing cars everywhere. We're seeing God mode turned on. I think he did get an elimination right at the end there, finishing 5th. I'm pretty sure I saw a kill. Yeah, so that means the Pioneers get 2 eliminations, finishing 5th in that game. We'll have to double... Oops. Hold on, let me see. There we go. Trying to get the right button. There we go. I hit the wrong button. That's on me. But yeah, we'll have to double check on the score there to see if they got that second elimination. But still, overall, very good from the team. Finishing 5th overall. That's going to help with their placement. So now what we're going to do is take a break. And when we come back, we'll have their final game for today. So don't go away. You're watching Marietta College Esports. All right, and welcome back. It looks like we are getting things set up for our last game for today. So let's go ahead and get to it. They are in the game. So now we're just waiting for the battle bus and then most likely head back to the yacht. We're still looking for the updated scores. We did get confirmation that the team did have 2 eliminations last game. Now we're seeing how that's going to affect the leaderboards. But it doesn't look like that information has been added yet. But I would anticipate that if the Pioneers have one more good showing, that will be enough to auto-qualify for the championship. They're going to be heading straight for that yacht. You see several that are also flying around. We might see some early contention over by the yacht, but yeah, the Pioneers are not going to be alone. So Static is going to get there first and going to grab a weapon, be ready for an early fight. There are no shields right now. Well, there's the initial shield. Going to grab some ammo. But there's already going to be some shots fired. So if Racers and Static are not careful, this game could be over very quickly. They're trying to grab as many chests as they can. Racers trying to get his shield up to full. Gets it almost full. Has some splashes available. Get some more shield ready. Looks like the first storm's gonna be right by where they're at, so they can stay where they're at, but they're gonna have to leave probably in the second storm. Still don't know if the other team is here or not. Ooh, and Static has picked up one of the lightning bolts. So we're gonna see how that does in this battle. Checking where the enemy is and not spotting anyone. Stack's going to rotate around. Racers is going to spot someone nearby. It's got the lightning bolt ready. fight right behind. Erasers did spot one. Some big hits onto the shield. But they're gonna fall back. The Erasers is gonna be looking for finding an exit. You see some fire going on. Static takes some hits, but I think he's able to hit back. Throwing out some grenades there. Although Erasers take some damage. Although shields are broken, Static gets a knock. And Erasers will get the elimination. So actually both will get a kill there, taking out the team. And we see Erasers partying, getting the dub there. They're gonna try to get their shield replenished. Let's see, 59 players are remaining in this lobby. So once again, Pioneers showing this is our territory. You stay off our yacht. This is ours. So they got everything they needed from here. So they're gonna just leave the yacht, knowing that the storm is gonna be closing in soon. Just kind of heading up towards the top of the mountain where it'll be safe. Storm will start moving in about 15 seconds. Just collecting more ammo in the meantime. Oh, it looks like Eraser's just triggering the banks. Okay, so they gotta kill the minions. Now they gotta kill the boss. And what does that give him? Gives him a medallion of some kind. I don't know what the medallion does. I'm guessing that does something, but I don't know what. Storm is starting to close in. We need to get out of there. 53 players remain in this game. Still pretty early. They see the car. They learned their lesson from game 2. Grab a little bit of gold. Spot someone over by that building. What was it? It wasn't a windmill. Well, I guess it is a windmill technically. Now they're gonna hide in the brush to see if anyone comes out. I'm just gonna sit by and wait because there's no need to really go anywhere. I think they do see a car coming by. Static maybe looking to make a play on it. Actually, no, it's going the other direction. Never mind. But there is a train coming. They might hop aboard the train. Just gonna wait right here. Slow down for a little bit. But I don't think the team's going to take a ride on the train. I mean, they could, but I don't know if that takes them anywhere safe. Actually, I think it'll take them away from the safe area. The storm will start shrinking in about a minute and a half, so they will have to move more inland. They're still gonna wait around because there's no need to move just yet. As soon as I say that, they start moving. Of course. Because the storm is gonna be closing in less than 20 seconds, so I guess they do need to move. It's like they were waiting for me to say they don't need to move to actually move. Swim across. Just about 38 participants remaining in this final game of the Open. Grab up some more ammo, more supplies. Looks like this area was untouched. Now they're going to be waiting again, still in the safe area for the next storm. Already 28 players left, so we are starting to see some more action going on around the area. The Pioneers should be in the top 15, top 14 at this point. But it comes back to, can they get a good showing to qualify for the championship in April? So we're waiting very patiently before they need to move. I think they might have spotted someone over there. And there's going to be a car coming by. Shots fired past that tree. Waiting here. Sniper rifles are going off by that one player. And there's no need to engage because they're still in a pretty safe spot. Although in about 30 seconds the storm will be moving around. They'll probably expect more people to come by that area. Now about 25 participants remaining. Now the storm's going to start moving in. Another car coming by. But they are going to engage in the fight right under the bush. And they get one knock. They're going to try to go for the second one. And they do get the elimination kill going to static. So yeah, that guy just hopped right into the brush, and I don't know if he expects the Pioneers to be there, but another fight looks like by that tree. They're going to try to get their shields up, but they are caught in some gunfights here. 21 participants remain. They're going to be moving out of there, trying to get to some safety. But they're going to find that the next zone is a little ways away. And they don't have any cars. And they only got 2 shotgun grenades total. They start getting into position. 20 participants remain now, including them. See the racers using that porta build just to get into a safe position. They're gonna actually pop a second one. Trapping out Static. Trying to use his dash ability to get into place. He has to use his third one. Cars are going to be driving by. They're still in a somewhat secure spot, but their structure has been taking some fire. Stack gets a hit on the shield. The ammo might be a concern as well. I don't know if they have enough ammo. Stacks hits quite a few hits. Nothing to take out the shield. Does get one knock. And that storm might be able to finish him off. The Racers tries to go for the roof, but that dome will protect him for a little bit. And Status does get that kill. And Erasers gets a kill as well. And that porta build just blew up. Racer's going to use one of his dashes to get into position. Lots of fighting back and forth. Jason hits himself. Gets knocked down. Static falls. And the Pioneers will finish 10th. So they got more eliminations. But they will only finish 10th this time. So we'll have to see if we can get confirmation on that. But that will be the game. I'm trying to see if things have been updated. So it looks like, at least as of the end of game 3, I'm looking over here. 1, 2. Looks like the Pioneers were placed 4th overall as of the end of game 3. We'll have to see how game 4 finishes up. I mean, they're going to have a couple more points, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to maintain that top 4 stats. Let me take a look here. Let's see here. It will be close. 1. It will be close. I think they're either going to have a top 4 or top 5 finish in that first open. But once we know the results, we will let you know for sure. But that is going to be it for us today. For matches this week, it's actually going to be very light. So I'm going to pull up the schedule for that just so you can see that really we just have one match this Saturday as our Smash team goes up against Defiance. So they're almost done with their GLEC season. They'll have one more match after this. There will not be any Fortnite next weekend because it is Easter weekend, but they will start back up on April 6th. So this week's going to be just kind of a bit of a break overall for our players, which is good because we're getting near the end of the semester. We got fundraising opportunities going on, so there's a lot of other things that could be taken care of in the meantime. But that will be it for us here today. Thank you so much for watching. For all the latest updates of what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Shoutouts to all of our supporters again. HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor of Marietta College Esports. But we also want to thank By Blue Light, Elgato, Incrediware, MSI, Kovacs, and Over the Moon Pizza. Thank all of you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your gifts. We truly appreciate it, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one.